What your shoddy shell says about you. 12 gauge. You guys got one because everyone else has got one. It's just the standard for most people. I own one. It's right there. People are going to tell you you need a 12 gauge, and that is not the case unless you are running dogs. You suckers love some buckshot. 20 gauge. You're either a kid and this is your first shoddy, or you've been lugging around a 12 gauge for a couple of years and you've learned your lesson. It only took me one season of hauling around that big old heavy 12 gauge for me to switch to a 20 gauge for turkey season. Besides deer, a 20 gauge will do everything a 12 gauge can do. I can feel the hate comments coming from here. 10 gauge, you guys are psychopaths. Why? For what reason? Why do that to yourself? 10 gauge guys are those guys around the fire when you guys are talking about shells and stuff like that. He just has to mention that he has a 10 gauge. 10 gauge guys are like the 270 guys of the shotgun world. 410, if you use a 410, you just didn't want to use yours and you just grabbed one of your kids. And that's not the knock on 410. I street swept the bottom of a turkey, it jumped up in the air, and a buddy of mine with a 410 smacked that joker.